So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my last row for this hat and doing the preparation for casting off. I have to find scissors for the actual casting off part, but yeah, I had a busy week and I've been forgetting to make videos. So yeah, but so I'm continuing doing E-wrap for this, and you go behind the peg, your next peg, or if you're starting a row, your first peg, and then you go in front of it, and then behind to the next peg, behind the next peg, in front. And this might be a really awful way of explaining this, but yeah. And yeah, this is also probably, this might also look backwards for the righties who've already been doing this for a while and are like, oh yeah, and because I'm a lefty and I was taught by a lefty, and so I discovered that the way I learned is like backwards to how the right-handed people do it. Only because it's because it works for lefties this way, apparently. And I probably could do it the other way, but at this point I've been doing it this way for so long that yeah, it would be really hard for me to remember to do it the other way. This way, because now like this way comes really naturally to me, so and I don't really have to think much about this way. So also what I'm doing is taking my hook and sliding it under the bottom loop, or rather it's the bottom row, and I'm putting it over the peg, and so it's behind, and then you do it to the next, that same thing to the next one. And the hard part with this is that this is like a hard plastic loom, and so it's kind of, and this is a metal hook, so it kind of slips a little bit sometimes, but it does slide nicely, so in the peg, so it's nice, at least for that. Yeah, and I don't have as much problems now as I did when I was first starting, so I think it's something that just takes practice. But yeah. Okay, so now I've finished my last row for this hat, and then we are going to prep for my casting off. I almost said next row. I'm not doing another row for this. or at least not right now. But I mean, taking, undoing when I cast, after I cast off, then I'll be able to put it back on the loom. It's a little bit harder, but it can be done. And but I'm not going to be casting off for this video because I have to find some scissors. I have to get some scissors. So yeah. So basically for this, because you're going to be threading this through all of these little loops. So you want to make sure you have enough yarn to work with that. So I've seen videos that say to wrap this around, I think it's like, they say like 1.5 times. I do 3. Because then it's a little bit easier for me, because I just kind of wrapped it a few times. I think I actually did it 4 times, but let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, okay, yep. So because here's my anchor peg. Yep. So I do that, but because sometimes I get distracted while I'm doing this and I end up messing up and skipping one, and I have to undo it. It's easier to, I figured out it's easier to undo if you have more yarn to work with. So I do 3. And that's all.